We'll get started in a second. Let a couple brothers and sisters get in here. Most High Christ. Yahba Shemal Shabrakatash, ball, sir. The water for tapping in. Shalom, Israel. Yahba Shemal Shabrakathum to the brothers. Yahweh Shemal Lathan by Shemal Shah to the sisters. I'm Priest and Officer Karan Yala, and this is the Tuesday Night Brotherhood class on the ISUBK Sacramento page or the Sacramento Israelites page. So tonight, as you can tell by the title, we're going to be going over these curses in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. You understand? The Christian church does not explain to you why black people can never rise. The Christian church has not explained to our people why black people are in the slums, in the ghettos. And when I say black people, I mean all 12 tribes. You understand? Blacks, Latinos, natives. You understand? But Christianity has failed emphatically, you understand, to actually teach blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans how we supposed to live according to the scriptures. You understand? Your Christian pastor, he has the Holy Bible in the church. He reads a prosperity sermon, you understand, out of it, or manipulate the scripture to sound like the Lord is with him because he has a lot of money, you understand, nice suits, clothes, cars, things of that nature, you understand? But meanwhile, his whole congregation, their lives is in turmoil, you understand? Their lives is in shambles, you understand? Brothers and sisters is in the ghetto, struggling, starving, you understand? Don't know where their next meal gonna come from. You understand? Brothers and sisters can't pay their rent a lot of times. And the reason why is because the Lord said he would punish the children of Israel for not keeping his law, statutes, and commandments. You understand? Salakia. The Lord said he was going to punish the children of Israel for not keeping his law, statutes, and commandments. You understand? And that's what we see today. This is why our people suffered through the crack epidemic. You understand? We live in projects and poverty. You understand? There's young brothers and sisters overdosing of syrup. You understand? Like the brother Fredo Santana, the rapper out there in Chicago. You understand? The brother what's his name? Salakia. Countless brothers. You understand? The brother Juice Work. You know what I'm saying? He didn't swallow the pill and died. You understand? Because he don't keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. You understand? And of course, it's not the children of Israel fault that we don't keep the law, statutes, and commandments in these times. You know what I'm saying? Because the Christian church, they ain't taught us the law, statutes, and commandments. Your Christian pastor tell you the law is done away with. You can eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You could be a goddamn homosexual. Understand? You could be a drug dealer and pay tithes in his church, which is totally against the Bible and wicked as hell. You understand? It's a reason why blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we get the short end of the stick in this empire. You understand? You got brothers like Kyrie Irving and Kanye West being ostracized and everything being stripped from them. You know what I'm saying? Just because they speaking up about being the true children of Israel. You understand? And the reason why the Lord is doing this to these brothers is because these brothers don't keep the law, statutes, and commandments. You understand? I definitely commend both of them brothers for at least trying to wake blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans up. You understand? But it takes a lot more than that for our people to rise up out of this hellhole that we call America. You understand? Or Salakia, not just America, but the empire abroad. You understand? Whether it be Mexico, whether it be Brazil, Trinidad and Tobago, Jamaica, Haiti, the UK. You understand? Everywhere you find blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, our lives is in shambles. You understand? Salakia. Get the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 1. Make sure you all like, share, subscribe, comment. You understand? We definitely appreciate the comment. If y'all got any questions, go ahead and put it in the chat. I will try to get to your question expediently. You understand? And we're gonna head rock and roll. Make sure y'all put your name, city, and state. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're trying to work on that Hebrew name, that's very important for you to build up a rapport with the priests and prophets of the Lord. You understand? So we can go in and bless you with that Hebrew name, so you can get up in here and do your due diligence to wake your people up. You understand? So you can have hope of one day actually getting on a chariot, you understand? Or passing this truth down to your children, you understand? And they make it on the chariot and you live in the future generations, you understand, as a new person in the kingdom, you know what I'm saying? In righteousness and in a high position of authority, you know what I'm saying? It's the book Baruch chapter 4 and verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God. You understand? The Bible is the book of the commandments of God. You know what I'm saying? From the Lord given to the children of Israel. You know what I'm saying? And a law that endureth forever. You understand? This law is going to live on forever. You understand? It's going to endure forever. I mean, it's never going to cease. You know what I'm saying? From it being a custom of the children of Israel. You know what I'm saying? We have to keep these law, statutes, and commandments forever. You understand? Reading on. It says, all they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. You understand? Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, the brothers and sisters that came into the ISBK, you understand? We grabbed hold to life, you know what I'm saying, by keeping these law, statutes, and commandments. We came to the realization that we was living wrong and we was living by our oppressors' culture. And what we did to change the future of our people, you understand? We stopped doing what we want to do and we did what the Lord told us to do. You understand? We came into the ISBK up under Commander General Yana, got an all black, got that Hebrew name, you know what I'm saying? And started rocking and rolling with our culture. You understand? We gave up drug dealing and being whores and prostitutes and being murderers and gangsters and pimps to wear mitris, you understand? The sisters wear dresses and hair wraps. You understand? We gave up Christmas for Passover. You understand? We gave up Thanksgiving and Valentine's Day for the Day of Atonement. You understand? The Feast of Hanukkah. You understand? We gave up this bastardized culture of black people in America and went back to our true nationality, you understand? Which is the true Israelites that the Bible speaks of. And we went back to our culture, which is found in the Holy Bible. You understand? So I'm going to read that again. This is the book of the commandments of God and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. You understand? You come into this ISBK up under Commander General Yana, the Lord is breathing the breath of life in your lungs. You understand? Just like he did with Adam. You know what I'm saying? Adam was just a regular common man at first. But what happened was the Lord chose Adam, you know what I'm saying, to give his law, statutes, and commandments, and Adam became a living soul. You understand? And that's what we are in the ISBK. When you come into the ISBK, you know what I'm saying, you are alive now. You understand? You ever heard that saying, not everybody lives, but everybody dies? You understand? That's 100% facts. Everybody don't live. You understand? But the brothers and sisters in the ISBK, we chose life over death. You understand? And what's going on in our communities that's been going on for centuries, you know what I'm saying, is devastation, is drug addiction, is like we are the weeds of America, the undesirables of America. You understand? We America's abused puppy, you know what I'm saying? And that's what's going on in our communities. Our people are the only people that's on drugs at disproportionate rates. We the only ones that's dying from all of these god awful diseases. We the ones that's getting murdered in the streets by each other, you understand? On top of being murdered by racist white people, you understand? With or without badges. You understand? That's what's going on with blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. And the reason why is because we sinned against the Lord our God. You understand? Now, Christians, they'll tell you, oh, we all sinners. We all fall short of the glory of God. You understand? Which they don't understand this Bible. They don't understand when the brother was saying he fell short of the glory of the Lord, you understand? Meaning he used to be a sinner in times past, but he repented. You know what I'm saying? He came back to his law, statutes, and commandments and started living like a righteous man of God. You know what I'm saying? So like it. Get 1 John 3 and 4. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, comment. You know what I'm saying? The water for the feedback. You know what I'm saying? We definitely appreciate y'all input. Lock here. The book of First John, chapter 3, and verse 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law. You understand? Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we being slaughtered in the streets because we have transgressed our law. You understand? We have transgressed the law that was given to us by our power. You understand? Yahweh. You understand? This is the reason why you got young rappers being killed, you know what I'm saying, at young ages, and they got multi-millions of dollars in the bank. You understand? You got young brothers that come into some money and they can't shake their drug habit. You know what I'm saying? Because we transgress the law of our God. You understand? We grab hold to Christianity or being a Muslim, some other type of religion that has nothing to do with our people. You understand? We didn't choose our high holy days. We chose to keep celebrating what our slave master uh, indoctrinated us to celebrate. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to keep the Passover. You know what I'm saying? As a whole, blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. We don't want to keep the Day of Atonement. You understand? Like you'll tell some brother, man, look, we got to keep the Day of Atonement. It's 24 hours where you can't eat nothing. They'll look at you like you goddamn crazy. You understand? But then go celebrate Thanksgiving, the slaughter, the rape, rob, and murder of our North American brothers and sisters, and feast on turkey, ham, you understand, and all types of other abominations that black people cook around these God-forsaken so-called holidays. You understand? The Lord hates this. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord hates that his people indulge in these sins. So the Lord is punishing us. You understand? The reason why you came over here on slave ships is because you went against the laws of your God. You know what I'm saying? You started living like a Greek. You started living like a goddamn Roman, taking on heathen customs. You understand? Doing all types of wicked stuff that the Lord said we should not do. And in time, the Lord punishes us. You understand? The Lord is our Father. You understand? That's why he's going to beat the back off of our nation until we get it right. You know what I'm saying? We ain't escaping these curses. We still got to live here in America. You understand? A lot of brothers in the ISUBK, we ain't got a lot of money. You understand? We're not living deliciously in this land because this land ain't our land to rest. You understand? This is time for blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans to wake up. You understand? Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, is the medicine that blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans need to get out of this hellhole. You understand? Salakia. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Salakia. I'm gonna read that again. First John 3 and 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law. You understand? Brothers cutting your beard off, you understand? Eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, celebrating these wicked holidays of your goddamn oppressor. This is sin. You understand? This is transgression of the law, not keeping the Passover. You understand? Not keeping your high holy days and your feast days. You know what I'm saying? Indulging in homosexuality, being a goddamn drug dealer or a drug addict, which is equivalent to being a goddamn witch or a warlock. That is against the Bible. You understand? And this is why we suffer how we suffer here in this empire. You understand? This is why you got police riding up and down the street, you know what I'm saying? Seeking to devour young brothers and sisters every goddamn day in this empire because we sinned against our God. Because your Christian pastor, he loves to line his money, Salaki, line his pockets with the oppressor's money, you understand, and not tell you the truth. This is why your grandma is going to die of heart disease because she keep putting ham hocks and bacon in the goddamn greens every damn Sunday. You understand? Because your Christian pastor told her, man, look, the apostles made clean that which wasn't clean. You understand? When that's not what that's talking about. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures say, I am the Lord and I change not. You know what I'm saying? The Lord ain't changed. He ain't tell you, oh, you had to keep the law, statutes, and commandments in the Old Testament. So now when we get to this new covenant, you understand? You can do whatever you want to. Man, you spitting on Christ's grave every time you eat a piece of pork, every time you fire up a cigarette or sell somebody some drugs. You understand? Or whore yourself out for money or sleep with another man's wife. You understand? That's wicked and evil as hell. And you spit on your king's grave every time you do that. You understand? The man that literally died for the whole nation. You understand? You got niggas that be running around the ghetto talking about, yeah, that's my brother. I die for him. No, goddamn well you ain't gonna die for him. But Christ, you know what I'm saying, him being a righteous king, him being a loving king, he died for the whole nation of Israel. He died for niggas he don't even know. He died for future generations in order for us to come back to our law, statutes, and commandments. You understand? For the Lord to look at us as righteous enough to save us out of this goddamn captivity. You know what I'm saying? Salakia. Get Romans 6 and 23. You Salakia. The book of Romans, chapter 6, verse 23. For the wages of sin is death. You understand? Paul said the wages of sin is death. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, what's a wage? A wage is something that you're paid. You understand? The Lord said through the mouth of Paul, you know what I'm saying? The wages of sin is death. Meaning, if you indulge in sin, then you're going to be paid with death. And that's what goes on in the black community. If you smoke cigarettes and weed, you're going to die from lung cancer. You know what I'm saying? If you eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna die from heart disease or kidney failure, understand? Or some type of health disease that's going to kill you because you keep putting abominations in your body. You know what I'm saying? If you're a stripper or a goddamn prostitute or a whore, you know what I'm saying? You might die from AIDS. It can and it will happen to you. You understand? I'm gonna read that again. Romans 6 and 23. For the wages of sin is death. You know what I'm saying? But the gift of God is eternal life through Jesus Christ our Lord. You understand? What does that mean? That means you have to follow the teachings of Christ. Live how Christ lived. You understand? Christ kept the Passover. You understand? Christ kept all the high holy days. You understand? Christ didn't eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You understand? Christ did exactly what the Lord wanted him to do. Christ didn't sin not one time while he was on planet Earth. You understand? He studied diligently. You know what I'm saying? He taught blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans how to live, you understand? And he was the best example of how to be a goddamn man on planet Earth. You understand? He wasn't like no goddamn Martin Luther King who loved white people and lusted after white women and wanted to sleep with them. He wasn't doing none of that. You understand? He cared about his people. He told the children of Israel, look, come out of her, my people. You understand? That ye be not partakers of her sins. I'm paraphrasing. You understand? So you don't receive her plagues. You know what I'm saying? Christ walked the planet Earth as a perfect man. And furthermore, he told the children of Israel, be ye therefore perfect. You understand? Perfect is not you walking in the straight line and you never getting arrested and all of that nonsense that America tells you is perfect. No, perfect is keeping these law, statutes, and commandments, living how God intended us to live. You understand? That's what it means to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? Salakia. You get let's go to the book of Exodus. Exodus the 19th chapter. Salakia. The book of Exodus, chapter 19. I'm gonna start at verse 3. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to read and I'm explaining. This book of Exodus, chapter 19, and verse 3. And Moses went up unto God, and the Lord called unto him out of the mountain, saying, Thus shalt thou say to the house of Jacob, and tell the children of Israel. Moses is commanded by the Lord to say this to the children of Israel. He's not saying this to white people. He's not saying this to Asians. You understand? He's not saying this to Polynesians. He's not saying this to Arabs or East Indians. You understand? He's not talking to none of them. He's talking to blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna prove that emphatically when we get to these curses. Verse 4. Ye have seen what I did unto the Egyptians, and how I bare you on eagle's wings and brought you unto myself. Man, look, we seen what the Lord did to the Egyptians. You understand how the Lord freed us out of captivity from these goddamn Africans. You understand? We seen how the Lord through Moses parted the Red Sea, you know what I'm saying, and drowned the Egyptians' army. You understand? We seen how the Lord plagued these goddamn Egyptians. You know what I'm saying? Decimated them with frogs, you know what I'm saying? Diseases, locusts, you know what I'm saying? Turn their water to blood. The Lord did some amazing stuff to the Egyptians, you understand? Because he loves the children of Israel. You know what I'm saying? Verse 5. Now, therefore, if ye will obey my voice indeed and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine. Man, look, a Jewish man telling you that he's a goddamn Jew, he's stealing God's love from you. You understand? Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, these are the people who God actually loves. You understand? Salakia. I'm gonna get Salakia. But a Jewish man telling you that he's a Jew, you understand, and there's no way that a black person could be a Jew. He's telling you that he's better than you. He's telling you that the God of heaven and earth, you understand, created him to be special over you, when that's a goddamn lie. They can't do nothing better than us. You understand? The Lord didn't make them the salt of the earth. The Lord didn't chose them to be his special people. You understand? Salakia. I'm gonna read that again. Exodus 19:5. Now, therefore, if ye will obey my voice indeed and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine. You understand? The Lord said the children of Israel are going to be a peculiar treasure unto him above all people. You're better than the Arab, blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You better than white people. You better than that fake Jew, you understand, that keeps screaming about some goddamn Holocaust that can't come nowhere near to 77 million Native Americans being murdered in this empire, to 100 million so-called African Americans dying through the Middle Passage. You understand? That's 6 million Jews being killed. You understand, man? Come on, man. And tell you the truth, I don't even believe it happened at all. You understand? Not how they portray it. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said you are peculiar and special people if you keep his law, statutes, and commandments. You understand? This, like the Lord said, us living how Israel is supposed to live according to him will be it would be our wisdom in the sight of the nations. They'll look on us and be like, damn, them dudes is wise. Ain't no homosexuals in their congregation. They don't eat abominations. They prone to diseases. Everybody's healthy over there. They smart. You understand? Their kids is well behaved. The brothers don't fight each other. You understand? That's how we supposed to live. But instead, we live like our oppressor. So the Lord puts these plagues on us. You know what I'm saying? Reading on. Verse 6. And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and an holy nation. The Lord said we're supposed to be a kingdom of priests and a holy nation, a separate nation. We're not supposed to be a kingdom of drug dealers. We're not supposed to be a kingdom of gang members. You understand? We're not supposed to be a kingdom of people who eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You understand? And pork is the other white meat. And we going to these Chinese restaurants eating jumbo shrimp fried rice. We're not supposed to be that people, because that's not a holy and separate people. You understand? That's a common people, just like everybody else. When the Lord said we are holy, you understand? Meaning we separate. We're supposed to be better than the rest of these nations. You know what I'm saying? Salakia. Verse 7. And Moses came and called for the elders of the people and laid before their faces all these words which the Lord commanded him. You understand? So Moses came to the children of Israel and gave these law, statutes, and commandments to the children of Israel. You understand? Showed it to us before our faces. You understand? Salakia, verse 8. And all the people answered together and said, all that the Lord hath spoken, we will do. And Moses returned the words of the people unto the Lord. You understand? We agreed to this covenant. We agreed to wear mitres. You understand? We agreed to hold down these classes. You know what I'm saying? We agreed to not sleep with another brother's wife. We agreed to not eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Way when we got out of captivity in Egypt, and we was going through that wilderness, we agreed with this. You understand? Reincarnation is real. You understand? Brothers and sisters, they spirit that's on planet Earth today, this is the same spirit that was in the days of old. You understand? We agreed to these law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? We agreed to keep these high holy days, keep the Passover. You understand? Keep the Day of Atonement. Love our neighbor as we love ourselves, which your neighbor is your own people. You understand? We agree not to have grudges against our own brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? We agree not to sleep with the rest of these nations, you understand, and marry unto them and make a league with them and build families with them. This is what we agreed to, you understand? And we broke that covenant. This is why the Lord is punishing the children of Israel. You know what I'm saying? Salakia. Go to Exodus 24. Exodus 24 and 3. And Moses came and told the people all the words of the Lord and all the judgments, and all the people answered with one voice and said, all these words which the Lord has said, we will do. You know what I'm saying? We agreed to this again over and over throughout the Old Testament, you understand, with during the times of us coming out of captivity in Egypt, and then when the rest of the priests and prophets got the children of Israel straight, we always agreed to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. And then we fall off over and over again, and then we go back into captivity. You understand? That's what's been going on with the children of Israel for thousands of years now. You understand? Like this curse been on us for at least 4,000 years because we just can't get it right. But Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shah for commanding General for the Lord putting the spirit on him for getting it right this time. You understand? Because this is the last captivity. You understand? We don't have no more chances after this. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be in that ruling class of that 144,000 to rule the whole planet Earth up under Christ as a man of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel, you need to come into this ISUBK, put on that all black, you understand? Take that blood oath, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm about to read this blood oath right now. Take that blood oath, you understand? And come back and save your people. Don't be a goddamn coward and take the easy way out to go be a goddamn drug dealer or a murderer, you understand? Or a sister be a coward, you understand? Because her man got another wife, you understand? And she don't want to share a man, so she gonna go ahead and leave the truth and just go sleep with any other man that's going to have another woman any goddamn way. You understand? Come on, man. Like we got to wake up, blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You got to come to the realization that you've been bamboozled in this empire. They told you that you can come as you are in church. You got the freedom of religion. You understand? But Kanye West and Kyrie Irving can't call themselves a goddamn Jew. Well, I'm here to let you in on the secret. You understand? Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, your ass is Jews. Straight up. Period. Point blank. And this is the reason why you can't rise, because you don't believe it. You don't want to come into the ISUBK up under Commander General and follow the strict rules in this Bible. You want to have fun. You want to get high. You understand? You want to do whatever the hell you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Whatever diverse lust that this empire has taught you to want to go after. That's what you want to do, blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You goddamn Christian pastors. Y'all love wearing them alligator shoes and them gay suits, dressing like your goddamn slave master. That's what you want to do. That's why your congregation in your church is dirt piss poor, and you keep receiving so much tithe from them, and you never helped out your people. You understand? Because you want to keep smacking your lips on that goddamn pork chop and sleeping with brothers and sisters' wives in that congregation and lusting after white women. You understand? You need to go ahead and give that up. Come back to these law, statutes, and commandments so the whole nation of Israel can get out of hell. You understand? That's what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Salakia. Verse 4. And when Moses wrote all the words of the Lord and rose up early in the morning and builded an altar under the hill and 12 pillars according to the 12 tribes of Israel. Verse 5. And he sent young men of the children of Israel, which offered burnt offerings and sacrificed peace offerings of oxen unto the Lord. And Moses took half of the blood and put it in basins, and the other half of the blood he sprinkled on the altar. And he took the book of the covenant and read it in the audience of the people. And they said, all that the Lord hath said, we will do, and be obedient. We we agreed to this covenant with the Lord. You understand? We agreed with this. You know what I'm saying? This is what we have done back in the past in the days of Moses. We said we was gonna keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. We agreed not to eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You understand? We agreed to not throw our women away. You understand? We agreed to not sleep with another brother's wife. You understand? We agreed to not be homosexuals. We agreed to not rape people. You understand? We agreed to keep the Day of Atonement, to keep this Passover. You understand? To train our children to do exactly as the Lord has told us. You understand? We agreed on these things. You know what I'm saying? Salakia, reading on. And Moses took the blood and sprinkled it on the people and said, behold, the blood of the covenant which the Lord hath made with you concerning all these words. You understand? This is a blood oath to be in this ISUBK up under Commander General Yana. You know what I'm saying? You know how the gangster movie Blood In, Blood Out. Well, this is your life, blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. This is blood in and blood out. You understand? You take a blood oath to come into this ISUBK. You understand? And if you leave this ISUBK, Lord be with you. You understand? Lord be with you. Because brothers perish when you leave this school. You understand? Like I said, Baruch 4 and 1. You know what I'm saying? This is the book of life. You understand? The law, statutes, and commandments bring life to the children of Israel. And if you leave it, you bringing death unto yourself and your goddamn children. You understand? Salakia. Let me get Amos 3 and 2. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. If y'all on Facebook and y'all commenting, I can't see the comments. I'll check them out after the class. Once again, we definitely appreciate the feedback. You understand? And to Water for helping the channel grow. We appreciate it greatly. You understand? Salakia. The book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 2. Salakia, I'm going to start at verse 1. Amos 3 and 1. Hear this word that the Lord have spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, man, the Lord is speaking against the children of Israel, to our whole goddamn family, meaning our whole nation. You understand? The Lord is speaking against the children of Israel because we have sinned against our God. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? We took this blood oath and we forsake this blood oath to go sleep with heathens. You understand? To indulge in Christianity, to murder our goddamn babies in these abortion clinics, to be a damn drug dealer or a pimp or a prostitute or a gang member. We forsaken the right to be a nation of kings and priests, to be goddamn gang members and a person that's doing 25 years of life. Like, that don't even make sense. You understand? We forsaken our God, you know what I'm saying, our culture of making songs about us conquering our goddamn enemies. The Lord having his hand on us, you understand, to make us prosperous against our goddamn enemies, which is these other nations. We went from doing that to making drill songs about killing another brother that looks like you understand, that's from the same nation as you, that his mama went to school with your mama, you understand? Now we make songs about killing each other in our own goddamn community. You understand? It's disgusting. And all of this is because of Christianity, because we want to indulge in a God of the rest of these goddamn nations, because you want to put dreadlocks in your hair and smoke weed. This is why your daughters and sons get murdered on the streets every day. You understand? This is why our people are number one in this goddamn welfare line, waiting on food stamps every goddamn month. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't have nothing. This is why we are a people robbed and spoiled. You understand? Because we've indulged in the ideology of being American, living in this melting pot, you understand, and taking on these other customs and these other religions. You know what I'm saying? Salakia, verse 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. You understand? The Lord don't know who the goddamn white man is. And when he say you only have I known, meaning he don't care about nobody else. You understand? Like when let's say you in a party, you understand, and you see somebody that you grew up with, you understand, and somebody that you got a relationship with. You know that person, But the rest of them people in that goddamn party, you don't give a damn what happened to them because you don't know them. You have no type of relationship with them. You understand? You don't know their background. They didn't come up with you. You understand? That's how the Lord is getting at the children of Israel. He like, you are the only ones that I know out of all the families on earth. I don't know these goddamn Tongans and Samoans. You understand? I don't know Asians. I don't know these damn Arabs. I don't know the fake Jewish man. I don't know the Caucasian man who is the devil that the Bible speaks of, as well as the Jewish man that is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You understand? I don't know these goddamn Africans. I don't know no Zimbabweans or you understand, or no Ethiopians, Eritreans, Nigerians. You understand? Somalians, the people from South Africa. The Lord don't know them. You understand? Salakia. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. You understand? The Lord said He's gonna punish the children of Israel for our iniquities. You understand? And that's what you see what was going on in this empire. You know what I'm saying? The children of Israel, we dying. You understand? We suffering. We being murdered. We dying from all these diseases. Our children are being killed to the tune of 350,000 abortions every goddamn year. You understand? We number one in the prison population. You understand? Blacks and Latinos is number one in the prison population. You understand? And why is that? It says, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. The Lord is punishing the children of Israel for everything that we did wrong. You understand? For all the sin that we have gathered throughout these centuries of us being a nation of people, the Lord is punishing us for it. You understand? Salakia. Let me get Psalms 147. Book of Psalms, chapter 147, verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. Understand? We agreed to this covenant way back in the book of Exodus. I'm saying he showed us his law, statutes, and commandments. I'm saying he showed us his judgments. He showed you what would happen to you if you don't keep that Passover. You understand? If you put tattoos all over your goddamn body, you know what I'm saying, of dead people and the gang that you from in the street that you grew up on. You understand? The Lord showed you what would happen to you if you chose to do that, other than keep His laws. If you chose to go to the right hand or to the left hand versus going through the straight gate, the Lord showed you exactly what was going to happen to you. Death is right at your door, children of Israel. You understand? Because you don't want to listen to God. You don't want to listen to Christ. You understand? You don't want to listen to Commander General Yana. Like this nigga Kanye West is a goddamn billionaire. He telling you a goddamn Jew and you still don't believe it. Meanwhile, if he tell you his shoes is the hottest shoes on the market, you gonna go pay $500 for a goddamn pair of tennis shoes. You understand? And I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot here. A lot of the newer stuff that Kanye West has put out there, a lot of that stuff be trash. You understand? But you listen to this goddamn billionaire because he got so much goddamn money. You let him think. I mean, Salakia, you let him pick your fashion choices. But Kanye West actually told you something that was true. You are a Jew. You are Israelite, blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Wake up. This is your culture. You understand? Like the ISUBK been here since 1969. Kanye West wasn't even thought of. I wasn't even thought of. You understand? Commander General Yohana wasn't even in the school in 1969. You understand? Through the grace and the mercy of the Lord, he came into the school and came up through the ranks and got the helm of the school. You understand? Because he loved the Lord and the Lord loves him. You understand? Nick Cannon wasn't around in 1969. You understand? What's the other brother name? Deshaun Jackson, Kendrick Lamar. They wasn't around in 1969. But they telling you that they the children, that we the children of Israel, and you don't want to believe them. Of course, you're not gonna believe the ISUBK. You're not gonna believe a bunch of niggas in all black screaming on the street corners. We've been doing this since 1969. Only a chosen few listen. You understand? Barakatah Yahweh Shah, that he put the spirit on the brothers that have the spirit on them to actually come and do the will and the work of the Lord. You understand? But Salaki, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to listen, right? Salaki. Psalms 147:19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. Understand, the Lord didn't give his law, statutes, and commandments to nobody else but the children of Israel. And y'all don't know his judgments. Ain't no other nation on planet Earth, you understand, went through the crack epidemic like blacks, Latinos, and natives. You understand? You're not being beat disproportionately by these goddamn police and being murdered every streets like we are. You understand? Because we have to suffer the judgments and the consequences of not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. You understand? Because this is the judgment that the Lord put on the children of Israel, because we are the only family that he knows. You understand? Like, you're not going to go as a father or somebody that has authority over a child. You understand? You're not going to go to a playground, you understand, and see a child that's doing something, you know what I'm saying, that's not your child, that you have no claim to, and punish them. You understand, for them doing something wrong. No, you're gonna chastise your own child. And that's what the Lord is saying. Like you heard your mama say, everybody ain't my child when you was younger. You understand? Or they doing it. Yeah, I'm not their mama. They ain't my child. You understand? That's biblical. You understand? That's the spirit of the Lord. This is how the Lord get at the children of Israel. You understand? Hey, the rest of them ain't my kids. I don't give a damn about them. But I care about what you doing. You know what I'm saying? What that one rapper say? It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. You damn right it's cool when they do it, and it's a problem when you do it. You understand? It's cool when these white people celebrate Christmas. Go ahead, let them indulge in their festivity. But you shouldn't be doing that, blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? Asians, they can go centuries, thousands of years. You understand? Eating abominations, you know what I'm saying? And the diseases that plagues the black communities from us putting abominations in our body, they don't touch Asian communities. They can eat a goddamn like Asian people, I forget which type of Asians have the culture, Salakia. Salakia, excuse me. Asian people, you understand? I forget which group of Asians, but they indulge in eating something called the puffer fish, which the puffer fish has no scales on it, which enables the body of this fish to be prone to diseases while it's swimming through the water. You understand? This fish is highly toxic. You understand? But these Asian people, they've perfected how to eat this fish and make it safe for them. You understand? Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you better not even touch that goddamn fish, because the Lord is not going to have mercy on you, because that's not what you're supposed to do. You understand? They can eat a goddamn live octopus on a stick for all the Lord gives a damn. You understand? Let them go in and indulge in that. But you blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you better not indulge in that. You eat that live octopus on that stick like them damn Asians. The Lord is liable to let that tentacle grab hold of your esophagus while you're swallowing it, and you swell up and die. You understand? Because the Lord ain't playing with the children of Israel. Like we should see it. We live it day in and day out. You understand? Salakia. You get the let me see. Let's jump into the book of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. You understand? Because Christianity tells you that God is all love. The Lord is love. Yeah, the Lord is love, but he ain't all love. Remember, this is the same God that flooded the planet Earth. He flooded the whole planet Earth, saved Noah, his three sons, and their wives. He did that for a reason. And the reason that they don't tell you that he did that in the Christian church is because of interracial marriage. That's why the Lord flooded the planet Earth. You understand? The Lord hates black men sleeping with white women so much that he will literally wipe out the whole goddamn planet because of it. You understand? This is how strict the Lord is with the law, statutes, and commandments that he gave to the children of Israel. That don't sound like a God of all love to me. You understand? Your goddamn daddy is not all love. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that has a father that they grew up in a household with, he's not all love. Your daddy will beat your ass. Excuse my French. You understand? For you disobeying him. You know what I'm saying? You might can get away with some stuff with your mama, but your daddy's not letting nothing slide. You understand? So like it. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. You understand? Look, it sounds like love to me right here. The Lord is going to set us on high above all the nations of the earth. You understand? Meaning you're going to be above all the rest of these races of people. Meaning the Lord cares about you and don't give a damn about them. You understand? Salakia. And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. Verse 3, blessed shall be, Salakia, blessed shalt thou be in the city, and blessed shalt thou be in the field. Your city's going to be blessed. Your fields is going to be blessed. You're not going to be a goddamn slave, you know what I'm saying, working for another nation of people. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have another nation of people working as your servants. You understand? And your cities is going to be built up. You're not going to be getting murdered. You understand? In the inner cities. You're not going to be living in the ghetto and in the projects. That's not going to happen if we follow these law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? Verse 4, blessed shall be the fruit of thy body. The fruit of your body is your children. Your children will be blessed. You understand? When you keep these law, statutes, and commandments. And the fruit of thy ground, and the fruit of thy cattle, the increase of thy king, and the flocks of thy sheep. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is going to make you prosperous and a rich nation if you keep these law, statutes, and commandments. You're going to have a abundance of children, a whole lot of fruits and vegetables to sustain yourself and sell to other people, a whole lot of animals, you understand, for you to eat. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have a whole lot of livestock. You're going to be rich. You know what I'm saying? Verse 5, blessed shall be thy basket and thy store. You understand? Your business is going to prosper. That's what your basket and your store is. You know what I'm saying? Verse 6, blessed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and blessed shalt thou be when thou goest out. You know what I'm saying? Any like when you come in the house and when you go out the house, you just blessed. All these blessings shall come upon thee and overtake thee. You understand? Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we ain't felt that because we don't want to do what God says. You know what I'm saying? Verse 7, the Lord shall cause thine enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face. They shall come out against thee one way and flee before thee seven ways. That's not what's going on in this empire with us today. You know what I'm saying? The Lord basically said we'll be able to conquer our goddamn enemies. They'll be able to be smitten before our faces. They gonna come up to us one way and they gonna scatter, you understand? Because the Lord is with us. You know what I'm saying? These are the blessings that the Lord is giving us. This is protection from these other nations, protection from everything. You know what I'm saying? If we follow these law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? Verse 8, the Lord shall command the blessing upon thee in thy storehouses and in all that thou settest thine hand unto. And he shall bless thee in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. You're going to be in your own homeland. Your stores is going to be popping. Your businesses is going to be going up at an all-time high. You know what I'm saying? And everything that you touch is going to turn into gold. You're going to be prosperous in everything you do if you keep these law, statutes, and commandments. You understand? It's like you. The Lord shall establish thee an holy people unto himself, as he has sworn unto thee, if thou shalt keep the commandments of the Lord thy God and walk in his ways. We're going to be a holy people to our God. You understand? Because he promised this to us. It's no gray area with the Lord. You understand? You either sink or swim. You understand? And we gonna get into that sinking that we've been doing for centuries because we don't want to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? Verse 10, and all people of the earth shall see, Salakia, shall see that thou art called by the name of the Lord, and they shall be afraid of thee. You understand? Ain't nobody scared of blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans right now, which they supposed to be scared of us. You understand? Nobody's really scared of you. You understand? And this how you know. When white people see you, you understand, and they see you doing something that they don't want you to do, or they see you in their neighborhood, they're not scared of you. They don't say, "Oh, the Lord is with these people." You understand? They say, "We gonna call the police to get rid of this nigga." Not because they scared of you, just because they don't want you around. It's quite the opposite. You understand? They're not scared of you at all. They want to see you murdered. You understand? You look what's going on with our people in this empire today. We get murdered, you understand? And there's no justice for our murders. You know what I'm saying? When we get murdered unjustly by these racist police officers, they don't think that our God is going to do anything to them. They don't think that there will be any consequences and repercussions for anything that they've done to the children of Israel. They're not scared of us at all. You understand? But they supposed to be. And Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh shot. They will be soon. You understand? Sooner than we think. And the Lord shall make thee plenteous in goods, in the fruit of thy body, and in the fruit of thy cattle, and in the fruit of thy ground, in the land which the Lord sware unto thy fathers to give thee. Understand? We supposed to be a rich, wealthy nation with a whole lot of children, you understand, in big, prosperous buildings. This is what the Lord has promised to the children of Israel. You know what I'm saying? Verse 12. The Lord shall open unto thee his good treasures, the heaven to give the rain unto thy land in his season, and to bless all the works of thine hand. And thou shalt lend unto many nations, and thou shalt not borrow. You understand? The Lord said we was going to be a rich, prosperous nation. You understand? He was going to open up his treasures unto us. Everything that we was going to touch going to turn into gold, and we was going to lend to other nations and not borrow from those nations. In order for you to lend to another nation, that means you're on top of that nation. When you go to the check cashing place today, you gotta get a payday loan from your goddamn oppressor because your oppressor has more to you. He's over you. You understand? That's supposed to be our position. You understand? The face of the world is supposed to be a goddamn black man who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. You understand? Yahweh Shah Mashiach, he's supposed to be the king over the whole goddamn planet Earth. You understand? And everybody's supposed to fear him and his people. You know what I'm saying? Salakia. Verse 13, and the Lord shall make thee the head and not the tail, and thou shalt be above only, and thou shalt not be beneath, if thou hearken unto the commandments of the Lord thy God, which I command thee this day to observe and to do them. You understand? We're gonna be the head, the top nation, the holy people, the ones that's lending out the money. You understand? The ones that everybody else pay taxes to and tribute to. You understand? That's supposed to be us. Verse 14. And thou shalt not go aside from any of the words which I command thee this day, to the right hand or to the left, to go after other gods to serve them. You understand? We ain't supposed to be serving Christianity. You understand? Buddhists. You understand? We're not supposed to be Muslims. We're supposed to keep these law, statutes, and commandments. You understand? And live as a righteous and holy people according to the Lord our God. You understand? Keep our culture. You understand? Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. You understand? So from verse, let me see, from verse 3 to, I'm going to just say from verse 1 to 14, these is all the blessings that the Lord is going to give to the children of Israel who keep the law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? Lock you 1 second. Believe it. Is it cold in there? Slocky. It's a little bit chilly in here. You know what I'm saying? So, like I was saying, the curses are from verse 1 to 14. You understand? And 15 says, look, if you don't keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, you know what I'm saying, hearken diligently unto them, keep these high holy days, do exactly what you did, excuse me, do exactly what you agreed to do, all these curses shall come upon you and overtake you. You understand? Let's get into these curses. You know what I'm saying? Because what's going on in the media is Kyrie Irving, Kanye West, and a couple of other brothers before them that said something, they being ostracized, you know what I'm saying, and criticized for saying blacks are the children of Israel. Well, let's read these curses, you understand, and see if blacks are the children of Israel. Because if you know the history of the Bible, you know the Israelites did not keep the law, statutes, and commandments. You know the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel fell off and went through many captivities. You understand? So let's read these curses. Verse 16, cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field. Who cursed in the city? Look at Chicago. Look at Oakland. Look at Sacramento. You understand? Look at Philadelphia. Look at all these big major cities. Atlanta, New Orleans, Jacksonville. You understand? Miami, Florida. The parts of Miami where the niggas live at. Liberty City. You understand? Some parts of Fort Lauderdale, Opelika. You understand? These type of places. These places is where niggas is cursed at. You understand? Look at Los Angeles. The gang culture down there is ridiculous. You understand? Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans going through hell. You understand? Look at our Native brothers on these reservations. They cursed. You understand? It says, "Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field." Look at look at the brothers from the tribe of Issachar. They growing all your goddamn fruits and vegetables that you buy at the grocery store. Let's not talk about slavery. You understand the physical slavery that went on in this country. You understand from the 1500s to the mid 1800s. You understand? Salakia. We was cursed in the field. We grew all your fruits and vegetables. Tend to your livestock, Salakia. Your cows, your sheep. You understand? Your pigs, which is a filthy goddamn animal, but you had us raising up these goddamn pigs. You understand? These people are cursed in these cities and these fields, the true children of Israel. I ain't never heard of a goddamn Jewish man being in a goddamn field. You understand? The Jewish man not cursed in the city. He owned the goddamn diamond district. He's selling all these rappers man-made diamonds for hundreds of thousands of dollars, scamming them out of their goddamn money every damn day. You understand? Look at all of these goddamn corporations, man. Brothers and sisters on Facebook, man. Look, Most High in Christ for this ISUBK. Brothers and sisters on Facebook is showing you all of these goddamn corporations that these damn Jewish people own. They not cursed. They not poor. You understand? They not going through none of this. You understand? They actually believe that they are the children of Israel. You understand? They keep the law, statutes, and commandments according to their knowledge. Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we don't keep the law, statutes, and commandments. So we fit these curses. I'm going to read some more. You understand? Curse shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy land, the increase of thy king and the flocks of thy sheep. Curse shall be the fruit of our body. Our sons and daughters are being murdered in the streets. They killing each other. They own drugs. Our young sisters is twerking on TikTok. You understand? Our young sisters is the ones that's dressed like whores in these goddamn magazines and on these TV shows and indulging in homosexuality and being lesbians. That's our young brothers and sisters. You understand? Not yours. Your children ain't cursed. Your children going to these prestigious colleges, you understand, and taking over Fortune 500 companies that you built up for them, Jewish man. Your people not cursed. You can't be these people. You understand? Salakia. It says, in the fruit of thy land and the increase of thy king and the flocks of thy sheep. We don't own a goddamn thing. A nigga don't own an apple tree. You understand? These fields that the tribe of Issachar go work in, they don't own these goddamn fields. The oppressor owns these fields. and they pay these brothers and sisters pennies. You understand? So much to where they might give them some free fruits and vegetables, and you see a lot of our Issacharite brothers, you understand, selling fruits and vegetables on the side of the goddamn road, trying to make extra money. That's why they doing it on the side of the road. They didn't grow them goddamn fruits and vegetables in their own vineyards. An oppressor owns that vineyard that they grew those fruits and vegetables in. They just work at the vineyard, and the oppressor allows them to take fruits and vegetables because it's nothing to the oppressor. The oppressor's making millions of dollars off of them. You understand? So, like you, curse shalt thou be when thou comest in, and curse shalt thou be when thou goest out. Man, we curse every goddamn where. You walk out your damn house, you might get murdered. You come back in your house, you don't even know what the hell you about to eat. You understand? You don't even know how you're going to feed your children or pay your bills. You understand? Reading on. The Lord shall send upon thee cursing, vexation, and rebuke in all that thou settest thine hand unto for to do, until thou be destroyed, and until thou perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy doings. Wherefore, by thou hast forsaken me. You understand? The Lord said He's going to send upon us cursing and rebuke. Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we mad in this empire. We got movements called Black Lives Matter, Sojourner Truth. Am I not a woman? You understand? Like we literally are mad at what's going on with us in this empire. I ain't never seen no Jewish person protest. You understand? I ain't never seen a Jewish person protest about the atrocities that's being committed against their people. No, they own everything. They get paid off of the goddamn food that you buy in the goddamn grocery store. You understand? They own all of these corporations. They own every goddamn rap contract that you've ever even heard of. Every goddamn musician that blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans have came out of our communities, Jewish people have signed them to these record deals. You understand? These white people that's calling themselves Jews, they not cursing. You understand? They not mad at what the hell they got going on. Like the Lord didn't destroy everything that they said they had to. That's what happened to blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. The number one selling rap artist in history is goddamn Eminem. And that's something that black people created. Before him, it was Vanilla Ice. This is something that niggas created in our ghettos, you understand? Because we are impoverished. We dirt piss poor. You understand? We are the people that fit these curses. And the reason why we going through these curses is because of Christianity. Because we don't want to take hold of our way of life and we want to be like our goddamn oppressor. This don't sound like no Jewish man to me. The Jewish man got his own culture, a bastardized culture of what we do, of how we supposed to live, and he's prospering it. You understand? He owns the Diamond District. He owns the goddamn NFL, the NBA. He owns CBS, all these major corporations and big media outlets that push out news. You understand? He owns YouTube. What the ex-executive executive Leor Cohen is the president of YouTube. Come on, man. He robbed Dame Dash of millions of dollars. I know he robbed Jay-Z of billions of dollars. If Jay-Z is a billionaire, come on, man. Leor Cohen has probably 10 times the money that he has. You understand? Salaki, reading on. Verse 21. The Lord shall make the pestilence cleave unto thee until he have consumed thee from off the land whither thou goest to possess it. Them white Jews, they still in Israel right now. You understand? Living deliciously, dancing on top of our goddamn graves. You understand? They not dying of pestilence. They not dying of heart disease, kidney disease, failure, cancer. You understand? They not dying of none of this. They not dying from AIDS, HIV. You understand? They not getting all of these God-forsaken diseases at alarming rates. As far as we know, like the Jewish community is the best living community on goddamn planet Earth. They run everything. You understand? Salakia. The Lord shall smite thee with a consumption and with a fever and with an inflammation and with an extreme burning and with the sword and with blasting and with mildew, and they shall pursue thee until thou perish. These Jewish people is not dying from these diseases. When the last time have you heard of a Jewish man being murdered in the goddamn streets by a racist police officer? Come on, man. The Jewish community would be livid. They literally might go to war with America if that happened. You understand? That's not what's going on in this empire. That's happening to us. You understand? It seems like we fit these curses, not these goddamn oppressors in these black hats calling themselves Jews. It don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Salakia, reading on. Uh, verse verse 25. The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies. Thou shalt go out one way against them and flee 7 ways before them, and shall be removed into all kingdoms of the earth. Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we being smitten by our enemies every day. You understand? I don't care if you live in Haiti. I don't care if you live in Jamaica. I don't care if you live in the United Kingdom or Canada. You understand? Or Brazil or South America or in Mexico. You understand? You being smitten by your enemies every goddamn day. They keep gunning us down in the streets like we dogs. You understand? Salakia. It shall be removed into all kingdoms of the earth. Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we in all goddamn kingdoms of the earth. We being oppressed by every goddamn kingdom you can ever think of. You understand? Because we everywhere. You know what I'm saying? The Lord scattered us abroad. Everybody has a hand in being successful over the children of Israel. Whether you're Asian, whether you're Arab, whether you're African, an East Indian, or a white person. You understand? Everybody has prospered off of the children of Israel in some way, form, or fashion. You understand? Salakia. Verse 26. And thy carcass shall be meat unto all the fowls of the air and unto the beasts of the earth, and no man shall fray them away. You understand? They hung us on trees during the times of slavery and segregation. You understand? And left you up there and let ravens and hawks and eagles pick at your dead carcass. You understand? And no man drew these birds away. You understand? That didn't happen to no goddamn Jewish man. I've never heard of that account happening to a Jewish man. You understand? Salakia. The Lord will smite thee with the bites of Egypt, and with emerods, and with the scab, and with the itch, whereof thou canst not be healed. Our people are dying from these diseases alarmingly. That's not happening to Jewish people. You understand? When you look at COVID-19, blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans died more than anybody. AIDS devastated the black community. You understand? All of these goddamn, this is a heart disease. You understand? In any other type of disease that happened to blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know what I'm saying? We number one in all of that. Don't sound like no Jewish person to me. You know what I'm saying? Reading on. And thou shalt grope at noonday as the blind gropeth in darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save you. Jewish people aren't oppressed. You can't tell me you're oppressed if you own goddamn diamonds. If you own the diamond district, you're not oppressed. You understand? We're oppressed. We the people that's living in the ghettos and the slums. You understand? We the people that everybody say, oh, you got to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. We are the children of slaves. You understand? We are the children of this land that got our land taken from us by these goddamn oppressors. That's not happening to the Jewish man. I'm sorry. This don't sound like you, Jewish man. This sounds like the children of Israel, blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, the ones that's in the ghettos, in poverty, you understand, in gangs, in prison doing 25 years for a crime he either did or didn't commit. You understand? And if he did commit it, most likely because of economic reasons. You understand? Salakia. This don't sound like no Jewish man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody spoiling these damn Jewish people. You're not oppressed. You got all the opportunities in the goddamn world. As a matter of fact, you were the original slave owners. You understand? You oppressed the children, the true children of God. You understand? You took our goddamn culture and made it your own and told us we was just niggas and spicks and wetbacks and savages. That's not you. You understand? Salakia. Verse 30. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. When did you go through slavery, Jewish man, and had a slave master rape your goddamn woman? You understand? take your woman from the quarters where you and her sleep at with your children and take her on the side of your goddamn house and have your way with her because you in a drunken lust and you want to have sex with a goddamn black woman. That's never happened to you, Jewish man. You understand? Jewish men, y'all are not living in a goddamn community sleeping with each other's wives. You understand? That's what's going on in the black community. You know what I'm saying? You got brothers that got a baby mama that they friend is having sex with, and he don't know it. You got sisters that got two, three, and four, five baby daddies. You understand? And might be sleeping with two of them. You understand? Two or three times a week. You understand? Salakia. That don't happen to you, Jewish man. That's blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You understand? It says, "Thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein." Black people built the goddamn White House. You know what I'm saying? With the exception of Michelle Obama, it ain't been a nigga that lived in the White House yet. Barack Obama was not a nigga. Barack Obama was African. And before him, it's all white people that lived in that White House. And that White House is on document that was built by slaves. All of these goddamn slave plantation houses, we built these up for these goddamn oppressors, and we didn't live in them. We lived in shacks around the goddamn house. You understand? And we built up America, and we don't live in America. You understand? America is not the ghetto. That's Black America. That's why I call it Black America. You understand? Because we don't live in this house that we built. You understand? You don't live deliciously, you know what I'm saying, as a whole and can enjoy the fruits of your labor, of your people building this off of the backs, you understand, of our ancestors. You understand? We don't get to indulge in none of that. You know what I'm saying? You get a chance to live in America and enjoy America is if you going to be a slave to your goddamn oppressor. You understand? You work hard on that basketball court or tell some good jokes. You understand? Or work hard at track and field or be a super football player. You understand? That's how you get to indulge in America. And then when you make it to that damn status, they start taking stuff from you when you do what they don't want you to do. You understand? You don't live in this house. You don't have freedom of speech here in America. Look what's going on with Kanye West and Kyrie Irving. They don't live in America. They thought they did until America showed them, like, nah, nigga, you can't be doing all that. You can't be speaking up about what we do to y'all. You can't be telling niggas that they the real Jews. Nah, we ain't allowing you to do that. Yeah, pay this 500,000 fine. You about to get sued for all these games. I mean, so like you about to be benched for all these games. Kanye West, Adidas ain't effing with you no more. You understand? None of these big corporations, we don't want to do business with you no more, Kanye, because you don't live in America. You understand? You live in Black America. I don't give a damn how rich you are. You understand? You still a nigga. Just like they told Oprah Winfrey when she went to the Gucci store in goddamn Europe somewhere, in Italy somewhere, they told Oprah Winfrey that she couldn't afford a goddamn purse out the Gucci store. You don't know Oprah Winfrey is the first Black billionaire woman in America? She didn't give a damn about that. You, Oprah, you still a nigga. That's how that lady felt. She didn't give a damn about you being Oprah. And even if she knew that you was Oprah, she still didn't give a damn. You understand? She told Oprah she couldn't afford a goddamn purse because you don't live in America, Oprah. You live in Black America. You understand? And they'll let you think that you're a part of this shit all you want to. Excuse my French. You understand? But when it comes down to it, the racism of white America is it'll show you that you just still a nigga. You a rich slave. You understand? Look at Joseph. When Joseph was in Egypt, you understand? Before the rest of the children of Israel came down, Joseph was a prosperous dude. Joseph was a brother that was in charge of Pharaoh's house. Joseph was basically a rich nigga. You understand? A rich slave. And he still couldn't do what them goddamn Egyptians did. You understand? Make sure y'all tune in to Nothing New Under the Sun this weekend, Lord willing, Salakia, on Sunday, not this weekend, on Sunday, first day of the week. You understand? Make sure y'all tune in to Nothing New Under the Sun. We gonna go into false accusations of Black men, you understand, and them being thrown in prison, you understand, this weekend, Lord willing. You know what I'm saying? Salakia though. It says, thou shalt plant a vineyard and shall not gather the grapes thereof. Look at the tribe of Issachar. They feed in America, you understand, with the fruits and vegetables that they grow. You understand? They don't gather these grapes for themselves. They don't get to indulge in the fruits of their labor. Nah, they got to hand that over to the slave master so he can make millions of dollars off of the fruits and vegetables that he grows by selling them at high prices up at Safeway. You understand? Or up at Winco or any goddamn grocery store that your oppressor owns. This don't sound like no goddamn Jewish man to me. It sounds like niggas to me. It sounds like so-called spicks and wetbacks and savages to me. You understand? Salakia. Verse 31. Thine ox shall be slain before thine eyes, and thou shalt not eat thereof. Didn't they decimate all the goddamn buffaloes that used to run freely in America that the Native Americans used to sustain themselves off of? Our brothers, the tribe of Gad and Reuben, you understand? They used to eat these goddamn buffaloes at their leisure. You understand? Make fur coats and boots out of their goddamn hides and skins and furs. But what your oppressor do? Your goddamn oppressor came over here and slaughtered your damn buffaloes for sport. Now, if a nigga see a buffalo, it's like you seeing a goddamn unicorn in America. Excuse my French. You understand? This is talking about the children of Israel. You understand? You don't fit these curses, Jewish man. You understand? Jewish woman, Jewish child. You fit the description of the devil that the Bible speaks of. That's what you fit. You understand? Reading on. It says, thine ass shall be violently taken away from before thy face, and shall not be restored to thee. What's an ass? A horse or a donkey? This was used as a vehicle back in the day. What's your ass and your donkey today? You understand? That's your goddamn car. It's going to be violently taken from you. You understand? When they pull a brother out of the car, they pull you out that car violently. You understand? You're going to go to jail. They're going to tow your goddamn car. You know what I'm saying? If you in Oakland, you're going to get a 30-day hold, which means they got to hold your damn car for 30 days. By the time that 30 days is up, you going to pay enough money for that car for you to be able to buy a whole new car. A lot of brothers don't even like you put a 30-day hold on a brother car in Oakland, brother in the town, bro. We'll just chalk it up like, yeah, I just got to come new, get something else. You understand? That 30-day hold is a death sentence to your goddamn car. You understand? It's over with. And then you're gonna see some other brother riding around the town in it. You understand? Because he bought it at an auction for basically what the hell they was trying to charge you for. You understand? Your vehicle is going to be violently taken away from you. This don't sound like no Jewish man. Jewish man is not getting pulled over and whatever kind of car he drives, because they don't drive Benzes. You understand? Because of the goddamn Holocaust and the Benz being a German automobile. They don't drive those, but whatever the hell they drive, they not getting them taken from them violently. You understand? And shall not be restored to thee. Thy sheep shall be given unto thine enemies, and thou shalt have none to rescue them. And your livestock is getting taken. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand. You understand? Your sons and your daughters is going to be sold from plantation to plantation. You understand? CPS is going to come to your goddamn house and take your children. You know what I'm saying? ICE agents are going to take your goddamn children and put them in cages and give them aluminum foil blankets. You understand? And they never going to see their damn parents again. And you're going to want your children, but you're going to have no might in your hands, meaning you're not going to have any power to do anything about this. This does not sound like the Jewish man to me. This sounds like niggas, spicks, and wetbacks and savages. This is what this sounds like to me. This don't sound like no Africans. You understand? Irish people ain't going through this. You understand? Salaki. Arabs ain't going through this. You know what I'm saying? Arabs is the biggest human traffickers on planet goddamn Earth. And they've been doing this for thousands of years. This don't sound like no other nation but blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. And if you haven't noticed, we reading out of the Holy Bible. This is a book about the records of the goddamn Jews. So who's the Jew? The Jews are the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. I'm proving this emphatically. You understand? The Lord is proving this emphatically. I'm going to give you some more. The fruit of thy land and all thy labor shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always. We don't know these goddamn Caucasians. We ain't grow up with them. They not the same people as us. These is not our family members. I'm gonna read that again. The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up. Didn't blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans build this goddamn land? Make you goddamn oppressors so filthy rich off of the free labor that y'all got off of us? Then what you do? In the early 1900s, you had a big influx of Italians, you understand, Germans, Irish, and some more Jewish people that came over here. The goddamn agents came over here and got loans, you understand, and grants on buildings, you know what I'm saying, so they can create businesses in our community and live on top of us. Look at these goddamn Africans. You got Africans right now coming to America, uh, making music, trying to sound like our Caribbean brothers and sisters, and getting billions of dollars. That Hamite Wale, you understand? That's a goddamn African. You know what I'm saying? He's eating up the stuff that we built. You understand? These Asians, you know what I'm saying? These Arabs, these East Indians. You can only have a business in America because America was worked and built up by blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. This don't sound like no Jewish man. The Jewish man owns the goddamn diamond district in this damn country. You understand? In New York, he owns the diamond district. You got to buy all your diamonds from a little from some old white Jewish man with a little goddamn hat on. You understand? This don't sound like you. These curses do not fit you, Jewish man. Salakia. So that thou shalt be mad for the sight of thine eyes, which thou shalt see. Come on, man. You can see it in my eyes. Well, I'm mad as hell that these goddamn heathens rule over us. I'm mad as hell that you got a goddamn Jewish man saying that he is the children of Israel. Meanwhile, I know I fit these curses. Meanwhile, this Bible points to me and my people. It points to me and my brothers and sisters, my fathers, my uncles, my aunties. You understand? It points to my nation of people. But you got these Jewish people sitting up here telling you that black people can never be the children of Israel when we are, in fact, the children of Israel. These curses fit our goddamn ghettos, the people that live in our slums, the drug dealers, you understand, the drug addicts that walk up and down in the streets of America that we live in. This don't fit the Diamond District. You understand? This don't fit whatever part of Brooklyn you goddamn Jewish people live in. You understand? Wearing all black, looking like a goddamn pallbearer. Nah, this don't fit y'all. You understand? Salakia. The Lord shall smite thee in the knees and in the legs with a sore bites that cannot be healed from the sole of thy feet unto the top of thy head. Diseases don't fit you. The Lord shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known. And there shalt thou serve other gods, wood and stone. Jewish man, you don't serve a wood and stone God. That's blacks and Latinos indulging in Christianity, which is that wood god, that cross. You understand? And that stone god, that Kaaba stone, which is called Allah over there in Mecca. That's what we do. Y'all claim that y'all the children of Israel and y'all follow God. Well, blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we follow Christianity. We follow being a Muslim. That's the gods of wood and stone. It sounds like blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are the children of Israel. Salakia. And thou shalt become an astonishment. You understand? Jewish people not an astonishment. When we see Jewish people, like, oh, okay, he's Jewish. That's okay. Oh, they pray 3 times a day. Oh, they wear the little thing. Oh, okay, that's just their culture. That's not an astonishment to people in the world. We see Jewish people and be like, okay, that's just what Jewish people do. When you see what's going on with blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're shocked at what's going on in our communities. Wow, they really just kill their babies in abortion clinics. These people are really on drugs that bad. Oh my God, it's terrible. They live in those small communities called projects. They're astonished at how we live. You understand? It's appalling to see how blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans live. It's not appalling to see how Jewish people live. You understand? They claim to be the children of Israel, the chosen people of God, and it damn sure looks like it if you don't read Deuteronomy the 28th chapter. If you don't read Deuteronomy the 28th chapter and find out that these curses are come on the children of Israel, then you would think that the Jewish man is a Jew. You would think God loves him, and this is why he's so goddamn rich, because he keeps his law, statutes, and commandments. But when you go to Deuteronomy 28, you figure out, hey, the Lord said this type of stuff was going to happen to the children of Israel if they didn't keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Man, there is a people on planet Earth that all of these curses fit. Seems like they're the children of Israel to me. A proverb and a byword among all the nations whither the Lord shall lead thee. They call us niggas, spicks, wetbacks. That's a proverb and a byword. You understand? Calling a brother from the tribe of Issachar Mexican is a goddamn byword. You understand? Calling me an African American is a byword. You understand? Calling a brother a Haitian or a Jamaican is a byword. You understand? Salaki. We from the tribe of Judah. We from the tribe of Benjamin, Asher, Issachar. You know what I'm saying? Naphtali. You know what I'm saying? Levi. We from tribes that the Lord gave on us. You understand? The tribe of Loyah, the tribe of Yahweh. You understand? The tribe of Napatoyah. You understand? These are our tribes. You understand? The tribe of Bunyamin. That's the true name of the so-called West Indians. You understand? Bunyamin. You understand? Known as Benjamin in English. You understand? That's what the Lord named us, but they don't call us by those names. They call us by these proverbs and these bywords. You understand? Verse 38. Thou shalt carry much seed out into the field, and shalt gather but little in, for the locust shall consume it. Thou shalt plant vineyards and dress them, but shall not drink of the wine, nor gather the grapes, for the worm shall eat it. You understand? We don't own no goddamn vineyards or none of this. You understand? We're not going to prosper in it if you're not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. You understand? Salakia. Verse 41, thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity. Our sons and daughters is going to CPS left and right. You understand? They're being kidnapped at the goddamn border, and ICE agents and being put in cages with goddamn aluminum foil blankets. You understand? That's what's going on with the children of Israel. It don't sound like a Jewish man to me. You understand? Our sons and daughters are going to juvenile hall in this empire. Don't sound like a Jewish man to me. You understand? Salakia. The stranger that is with thee shall come, Salakia, shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. The children of Israel, we ain't lending to nobody. We ain't got shit. Excuse my French. You understand? You go to these goddamn loan agents, and you gotta get a payday loan or a car title loan from your oppressor. We don't have anything. We don't own nothing at all. You understand? This sounds like the children of Israel to me. This sounds like blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You understand? Don't sound like no Jewish man. You know what I'm saying? Salakia. Uh, Verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. You understand? These curses are a sign that we are the children of Israel. You understand? And you wonder why these things keep happening to us, because we are the children of Israel and we broke the law, statutes, and commandments of our God. You understand? Salakia. Uh, the Lord, Salakia. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. You understand? The children of Israel, we didn't want to serve the Lord our God with happiness. You understand? And joyfulness and gladness of heart. So the Lord made us serve the goddamn oppressor. The Lord made us serve our goddamn enemies and one of all things. And hunger. You understand? You got to buy your food from the goddamn oppressor. You understand? Salakia. And in thirst, you can't collect rainwater and drink the goddamn water that the Lord gives you. You got to go buy water from the store. You understand? You got to serve your enemies to be able to pay for this stuff. You understand? Salakia. And in nakedness, you got to buy your clothes from your goddamn slave master. Gucci, Louis, you understand? All of these goddamn designer clothes is owned by the Caucasian man. If you make your own goddamn clothing line, you have to buy it from your goddamn enemies. You got to buy your materials from your enemies. You understand? Salakia. And in nakedness and in want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. Man, you got to work for all things. And your oppressor put a yoke of iron upon your neck until he destroyed you. He put a physical yoke of iron upon our neck and took it off when he destroyed us. Now we just willing slaves. Now you want to be a Christian. Now you want your name to be Toby. You understand? Because we destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Salakia. A nation of fierce countenance. Salakia. And the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. Who is this nation he's talking about? This is talking about the Caucasian man, from the ends of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth. You understand? Salakia. What's the Caucasians mascot for every empire that they had? The goddamn eagle. The Greeks, the Romans, you know what I'm saying? The Spanish, you know what I'm saying? The British. All of them put an eagle on their goddamn flag. And this is the nation that the Lord sent against us because we didn't want to serve our God. You wanted to serve your goddamn enemies. You wanted to be a Christian. You wanted to be a homosexual. You wanted to be a drug dealer. You wanted to be whatever the Lord told you not to be. And that's why we serve our goddamn enemy. This don't sound like no Jewish man. You understand? The Jewish man don't serve nobody. The Jewish man owns goddamn America. You understand? Salakia. A nation of fierce countenance which shall not regard the person of old, nor show favor to the young. Our young brothers and sisters are being murdered by these goddamn Caucasians, by these racist police officers. You understand? Our older brothers and sisters are being murdered by these goddamn Caucasians, by these racist police officers. They don't give a damn how old or how young you are. You understand? They used to rip the baby out of a sister's stomach, you understand, and make bets on who will die first, the baby or the child. I mean, Salaki, the baby or the mother. You understand? They didn't give a damn if it was an infant or a person that's 85 years old, 99 years old. They ain't give a damn about that. You understand? This is that nation of fierce countenance that the Lord has sent against us. This ain't happened to no Jewish man. This happened to blacks, Latinos, and natives. I come on, man. Somebody got to show me some history on where this happened to them. I ain't seen that at all. You understand? Salakia. Verse 51. And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land until thou be destroyed, which also shall not leave there either corn, wine, or oil, or the increase of thy king, or flocks of thy sheep, until he have destroyed thee. The white man has taken everything from us. You understand? He take your culture. You understand? He take taxes out of your goddamn check. That's highway robbery. You understand? The oppressor has taken everything from you. He took your land. He took your heritage. He took your crops. You understand? He took your whole goddamn nation into captivity and made you his goddamn slave and made trillions of dollars off of you. You understand? Salakia. It says, which also shall not leave thee either corn, wine, or oil, or the increase of thy king, or the flocks of thy sheep, until he have destroyed thee. The white man want it all from you. You understand? He wants you to be right there in the ghetto on food stamps. You understand? While he lives deliciously on the other side of goddamn town in the big houses. You understand? In the mansions. You know what I'm saying? Living deliciously with his people while you suffer in the goddamn ghetto. You know what I'm saying? And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates until thy high and fenced walls come down, wherein thou trustest throughout all thy land. And he shall besiege thee in all thy gates throughout all thy land, which the Lord thy God hath given thee. This talking about the siege of Jerusalem. You understand? When they came and murdered us and took everything out of our lands during the time of 70 AD. You understand? And they besiege us in our gates today. You understand? They're not giving you the deliciousness of America in the ghetto. Nah, you get the scraps, you get the crumbs. You understand? You get police officers killing you every day. You understand? In this empire because we being sieged in our goddamn neighborhoods. You understand? The white people don't want us to leave where we at. You can go to your goddamn slave plantation, your slavery. You understand? Go back home, wake up, do it all over again. You understand? If you make a little bit of money, you might be able to go out and go have a goddamn drink somewhere. You understand? That's about it. These goddamn oppressors want to take everything from you. This don't sound like no Jewish man. The Jewish man, he jumping off jets and planes flying over the goddamn world. You understand? Meanwhile, a lot of us niggas don't even have a goddamn license to drive a car in the same city that we live in. You know what I'm saying? And thou shalt eat the fruit of thine own body, the flesh of thy sons and of thy daughters, which the Lord thy God have given thee in the siege and in the straitment and in the straightness wherewith thine enemies shall distress thee. You understand? That's talking about 70 AD again. We used to actually eat our own goddamn children, you know what I'm saying? Because they didn't let any food come in or out of our cities, you understand? And a lot of time, you know what I'm saying, brothers and sisters, like their children die off, you know what I'm saying? And we have to literally eat our children in order to stay alive. And now they've indoctrinated you to eat your children again with this goddamn abortion and Planned Parenthood. You understand? These sisters are devouring their children in order to have hopes of a goddamn better life. You understand? This don't sound like no Jewish person. Jewish people pray to have children. You understand? They want to have children because they know they can pass down their businesses and their legacy will live on through their goddamn children. Shalom Israel, the water for Commander General, for showing us who we are. For that, I'm grateful, Most High Christ. Hey, Shalom Yahweh Shemar Lathan Shem Yahweh Shah, sis. You damn right, sis. And clap it up for Commander General Yana. You understand? You must find your own salvation, for the Most High knows and sees all. Damn right, sis. You understand? And where you find salvation at is in this ISUBK abundant Commander General Yana. Damn right, sis. Definitely appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Salakia. Verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother and toward the wife of his bosom and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. You understand? This talking about black on black crime. You don't see Jewish people. You don't see Jewish men killing each other. How black men kill each other. How Latino men kill each other. How Native men kill each other. You understand? They don't have single parent households. That's not what's going on in their community. They stay together. You understand? They do business amongst each other. You understand? They help each other out during business ventures and making sure they keep the wealth in their own goddamn communities. Black people, we the ones that got evil eyes towards our brother. You understand? Evil eye toward our wife. You understand? Domestic violence. This is what this talking about. I'm gonna read that again. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother. That's black on black crime. You understand? And toward the wife of his bosom. That's domestic violence right there. You understand? and toward the remnant of his children which he shall lead. That's single parent households. You understand? Salakia. Verse 55. So that he will not give to any of them the flesh of his children whom he shall eat, because he have nothing left in the siege and in the straightness wherewith thine enemies shall distress thee in all thy gates. I just explained to you, like, bro, we literally ate our own goddamn children because we were so impoverished. You understand? Verse 57. Salaki, verse 56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter. You understand? Our sisters was so goddamn delicate and sweet once upon a time. You understand? They wouldn't even set their own. They wouldn't even set their bare foot. You understand? On the ground. You understand? Because they was that tender and delicate. Now you got sisters like Glorilla talking about she had the red light twerking on them headlights. You understand? You got Megan Thee Stallion making songs about Plan B. You understand? Basically, getting rid of the child before it has a chance to even grow life in her womb. You understand? Cardi B talking about WAP. You understand? They talking these city girls talking about hot girl summers and all of this type of stuff. Our sisters used to be tender and delicate. Now they just running around like evil dragons devouring the black community. This ain't Jewish women. I've never seen. I don't even know a Jewish woman name. You understand? But I've never seen none of these Jewish women fit these curses in this Bible. The Jewish women fall up under the leadership of their goddamn husbands. They don't loud talk their husbands and back talk their husbands. They don't hate their own goddamn children. They not getting to a fight with their damn daughter. You understand? Or chastising their sons, telling him he ain't gonna never be shit and he gonna be just like his daddy when he grow up. That's what's going on in our communities. It seems like we the children of Israel when you look at these damn curses. You understand? Salakia. And toward her young one that cometh out from between her feet, and toward her children which she shall bear, for she shall eat them and want of all things secretly in the siege and straightness wherewith thine enemy shall distress thee in thy gates. This is talking about our sisters physically eating their children in the siege during 70 AD. On top of this is talking about our children devouring their children's in this goddamn abortion clinic. You understand? And want of all things. She's going to sacrifice her own goddamn trial in order for her to be prosperous in America. In order for her to have a chance at making $1 million, she thinks she has to kill her goddamn baby. Well, she gonna end up working at Walmart or a damn grocery store somewhere any goddamn way. You understand? Salakia. If thou wilt not observe to do all the words of the law that are written in this book, and thou mayest fear the glorious and fearful name, the Lord thy God, then the Lord thy God will make the plagues wonder, and the plagues of thy seed, even great plagues, and of long continuance, and sore sickness, and of long continuance. Man, look, you got brothers that's born with asthma that's hereditary. You understand? That was passed down from the father. You understand? You got brothers that was born with certain health conditions because my mother chose to smoke crack. You understand? When they was little babies. You understand? Or in their womb. You understand? So they got ailments, you understand, that they had to live with in their whole throughout their life. You understand? Because we don't fear the Lord. This don't sound like Jewish people to me. This don't sound like a Jewish man, woman, or child at all. Sounds like niggas, spicks, wetbacks, and savages. You understand? Salakia. Verse 60. Moreover, he will bring upon thee all the diseases of Egypt which thou wast afraid of, and they shall cleave unto thee. Also, every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this law, then will the Lord bring upon thee until thou be destroyed. This AIDS, HIV, herpes, you understand? Gonorrhea, that's super gonorrhea, monkeypox, COVID-19. That's not written in his book, but we the ones who catching that. You understand? Salakia. 62. And ye shall be left few in number, whereas ye were as the stars of heaven for multitude, because thou wouldest not obey the voice of the Lord thy God. We left few in number. What they call us in America, minorities. You understand? Salakia. When brothers and sisters was having children in the 50s and 60s, it might be one brother and one sister together. They got 10 kids amongst each other. Now you lucky to find a goddamn young black family with 2 or 3 kids. You understand? It's ridiculous. This don't sound like Jewish people to me. You know what I'm saying? Verse 63. Salakia. Verse 63, and it shall come to pass that as the Lord rejoiced over you to do good and to multiply you, so the Lord will rejoice over you to destroy you and to bring you to naught. And ye shall be plucked from off the land whither thou goest to possess it. You understand? Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we've been plucked off our land. You understand? Where we went to possess it. You ain't never seen Jerusalem. You've never seen Israel. You understand? You seen Oakland. You know what I'm saying? You seen Los Angeles. You seen Jacksonville, where in a goddamn city that's named by a slave master with a whole lot of goddamn streets that's named by slave masters. That ain't your goddamn homeland. You understand? Salakia. And on top of that, our native brothers and sisters, they've been plucked off this land that they possessed. You understand? The land that the Lord gave them when they came over here to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. The goddamn oppressor came over here and slaughtered them and rape, robbed, and murdered them and pushed them on these goddamn reservations. Now you rarely even see real Native Americans. Salakia. Real Gadites. Because they not really Native Americans, you understand? That's just a term that the oppressor put on them. You understand? A byword. It's another curse. Don't sound like you it don't sound like you Jewish people. You understand? Verse 64, and the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth, even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. There go that wood and stone of God again. Christianity and being a goddamn Muslim. That's what the Lord gave to the children of Israel for disobeying these laws. You understand? Don't sound like you Jewish, man. And among these nations shalt thou find no ease, neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But the Lord, Salakia, but the Lord shall, Salakia, but the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart and failing of eyes and sorrow of mind. That's us. You understand? That's the children of Israel, right? That's the children of Israel. We got trembling mind and sorrow of heart. You understand? We ain't got no rest in these goddamn empires. You understand? I'm gonna read that again. And among these nations thou shalt find no ease. We ain't finding no ease amongst these other nations. You understand? You gotta go to sleep, wake up, go to work, do it all over again, struggle again, uh, make time to feed your kids. You understand? You struggling to feed them, put food on the table. You up to your ears in debt. You got all these past due bills. You understand? You live in the worst communities. You ain't got no ease amongst these other nations. You understand? Neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. You always got to keep moving around to make sure, you know what I'm saying, you can sustain yourself in this empire. You'll never get a chance to just sit down and relax for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart and failing of eyes and sorrow of mind. Man, we got a trembling heart and a failing of eyes. We can't see the bigger picture. You understand? It says in sorrow of mind. You know what I'm saying? We depressed in this goddamn empire. That's what's going on. It don't sound like the Jewish man. The Jewish man owned a diamond district. You understand? He got great business ventures and deals. He owned all these big ass corporations, you understand, and these media outlets. The goddamn oppressor owns YouTube that I'm doing this damn class on. You understand? He owns Facebook. This goddamn Jewish man, he owns YouTube and Facebook. You understand? Making billions and trillions of dollars off of blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You understand? This don't sound like them. And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shall have none insurance of thy life. You understand? Our lives hang in doubt. You know what I'm saying? You got brothers go outside their door like, man, I might not make it home today. You know what I'm saying? Brother can get killed by a racist police officer, or you can get killed by the ops. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got no assurance on our life. We not sure that we gonna make it in our goddamn house back home to our women and our children. You understand? That's what's going on with us. This Jewish man, he gonna make it home. He gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not the children of Israel. You understand? The Lord said these curses was going to happen to his people if they didn't follow the law, statutes, and commandments. Your goddamn oppressor has never lived like this. Verse 67. In the morning thou shalt say, would God it were even. And at even thou shalt say, would God it were morning. For the fear of thine heart wherewith thou shalt fear, and for the sight of thine eyes which thou shalt see. You understand? We gonna be all out of whack in this goddamn empire. We in the morning we gonna be like, man, God, I wish it was night. In the night, God, I wish it was morning. Like we're never going to be satisfied in this empire. You understand? There's never going to be a time of rest at ease. But if I own the goddamn diamonds district, you know what I'm saying, and the garment factory and all of these news media outlets and these big corporations, then I can very well chill. I can very well have some assurance on my life, you understand, and be prosperous in this empire. But I don't. You know why? Because I'm the real Jew. I am the children of Israel. Me, blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. We are the people that fit these curses. Not you goddamn Jewish people, you imposters, you thieves, you goddamn culture vultures. This is not you. You understand? Salakia. This is verse 68, and I'm gonna go ahead and end it. This is gonna kill it all off for you goddamn fake Jews. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. The word Egypt is a Greek word, you understand, which is Egyptos, that comes from the Greeks, which means bondage. You understand the reason why the name Egypt was the reason why the land of Mizraim, which is the original land of the name Salaki, which is the original name of the land of Egypt, is because the goddamn Greeks took over Egypt. You understand? You could read about that in First Maccabees in the second chapter, I believe. You understand? Salakia, First Maccabees, the first chapter. You can read about the Greeks taking over Egypt. You understand? That's why it's called Egyptos, you understand, or Egypt, which means bondage, because they understand the written records of these Egyptians being the first people to have the children of Israel in slavery. You understand? The Lord said we're going into Egypt, Egyptos, or slavery or bondage again with ships. You understand? If you look at where Israel is, you understand the land. If you look at a map from Israel to Egypt, you understand you don't need no goddamn boat to go from Israel to Egypt. You can walk in and out of Israel and Egypt. The Lord said we're going into slavery again on a goddamn boat. If you don't think Latinos and Native Americans are goddamn Israelites, then you are a fool, because they went into slavery on boats before the before the Southern Kingdom, which is known as West Indians, Haitians, and so-called African Americans. You understand? Latinos and Native Americans went on slavery on boats before so-called niggas did. It's documented throughout history. You understand? Christopher Columbus came to the land of Hispaniola, which is Haiti and the Dominican Republic, and took back Taino slaves to Spain to be slaves. I'm Taino Indians back to Spain to be slaves. You understand? This is way before the transatlantic slave trade. You understand? Salakia. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more. And we ain't seen our homeland since. You understand? Moses saying, by this way where I'm talking to y'all, you're not going to see your homeland no more. You understand? Salakia. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. This did not happen to you, Jewish man. This does not happen to nobody but blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Black people, wake the hell up, man. You understand? This is the Tuesday night Brotherhood class, and I'm giving you the medicine on fixing your damn life. The reason why you get murdered in the streets, the reason why you number one in disease, the reason why Kanye West and Kyrie Irving are demonized for saying that black people are the children of Israel is because we are the children of Israel, and we chose not to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. We want to indulge in Christianity and being a Muslim and live like our goddamn slave master. The sooner you wake up and come to the Asha BK up under Commander General Yana, as soon as we get out this goddamn hellhole. Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shah for Commander General Yana for sacrificing so much and keeping this truth alive to give all of us a chance to actually be righteous enough to be saved by the Lord to actually get up out of this goddamn captivity. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end it. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah Barakatham to the brothers, Yahweh Shemal Lathan by Hashem Yahweh Shah to the sisters. Wake up, Israel, and remember the Jews are black. Shalom.